nonsense. We got momentum, don't try to stop it. Diamonds are clearer than my conscience. I don't let bygones be bygones. It's
Playoff football has come to the west coast of Florida, and we are at Raymond James Stadium here in Tampa. Coming up, it's a battle to represent the NFC in this year's Super Bowl, and we've got a classic in store between the Dallas Cowboys and the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Albert Rosa set to kick off.
One of these teams will represent the NFC in the Super Bowl in 2 weeks' time. Which will it be as we're underway in the NFC title game? And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. First carry for Ezekiel Elliott. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. It'll be a gain of 10 to start the drive out, and by a few inches, that'll be a first down.
It's a gain of 10. First down, Dallas.
Let's go, defense. Let's get off the field, defense.
Now Prescott. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
Here's second and 10 now from the 35. Now Prescott into a double team, and it's intercepted. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they'll start with great field position at the 41-yard line. And certainly, look, you're on the road in the playoffs. That is a suboptimal start, opening drive INT.
And, partner, sometimes I wonder, do these teams talk about it to such an extent that maybe you almost talk yourself into the turnover when you're trying to avoid it?
Yeah, maybe they get a little too worried about keeping the football, and then you give it to the other team right off the bat. And look, we said it, on the road, this is just a terrible, terrible start for them.
It is, and now they've got to rely on their defense.
On play action, they'll throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. 15 yards as Tampa Bay picks up the first. This is Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 10-yard line. Defensively, a solid response after giving up back-to-back first downs. The last run good for 2. Here's second and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held him to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays.
And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. From 10 yards out. And the Bucs have taken a first-quarter lead. Things could just not have started any better for them. They get the turnover, the football right away, able to capitalize on offense for 6.
And we're talking about setting a tone in any game, right? The first points of a ball game. How about during the playoffs? Vitally important, and they've done that in this one.
Rosas good with the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0.
Set to kick off.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They'll need to come from behind if they want to play in 2 weeks as they trail early in this NFC Championship game. Trying to shake off the interception, he'll look to throw. He's going to rifle one deep left side. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. able to get there and pick it. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. We'll call that a very strong gain of 24. Right after the turnover, they come out throwing.
And that means it's a sudden change situation. We used to practice it on defense. Sudden change, get out there, stop the offense. But you typically run out there a little bit unsettled. I think that's why he came right out throwing the football, hoping to catch him off balance.
And he did. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good edge steam going.
And he'll be out of bounds. That one goes for 24 yards. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to tackle right here on this play.
No gain there as he kept it himself at second down. They'll let the fullback try and take him home. And he's in. Touchdown, Buccaneers. It's the fullback taking it in. And the Bucs are going to add on to their lead. And he's got it up and through.
Makes the score Buccaneers 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these teams, special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive. Almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Number 21.
Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
I don't think any of us were surprised that they decided to start this drive on the ground after the last 2 drives ended in interceptions.
Unfortunately, though, not a lot going on that first play.
Yeah, I think the anticipation was felt also by the defense.
Dak dropping this one off for Zeke. It's a gain of 5 on the play, and that'll make it 3rd down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
It's a 7-yard gain and good enough to move the chains.
7. And a Cowboy first down.
From the shotgun, it's Prescott. And Prescott, his 3rd interception. Picked off at the 45. And the return stops at the 39-yard line. So more problems here in this first quarter. Already 2 scores down, and here they give away the football.
And if I'm the head coach, I think it's time to start lighting a fire under some of these guys. Now, you have to do it within your personality. They can't perceive it as fake. But I'd go get after some guys because they don't look ready to play to me. They look flat, uninspired. It's time to get moving.
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. Clearly wasn't outside of the tackle box. There's your penalty.
And accompanying that penalty, a loss of down.
They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly 2nd and long. The drive starts with a completion left side. Without the previous penalty, that would have been a first down. Instead, it's just a gain of 10.
Some think that teams really won't throw a slant route unless you have a receiver that has a lot of stature to him. But sometimes the little guys, they get lost in there. People can't really locate them, and they run that quick cut on the slant.
And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. 14-0 the score. This is the NFL on EA Sports. And this is going to be ruled out, I think, just inside the 20. Yes, it will. Side judge calls it at the 19-yard line. About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And finally we kept having a rough patch. He said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground. But I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a...
And for the fourth time tonight, it's an interception. Picked by Antoine Winfield Jr. And they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. The Buccaneers in good field position here to start out 1st and 10 at their own 46.
46-yard line.
Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
43-yard line.
Now Jones. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. That's good for a Buccaneer first, a pickup of 12 yards.
10 at the 31-yard line.
And they'll keep on the ground with Jones. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
And they move this all the way down to the 9.
Well, that certainly has to feel good, and it's not all the time that the play caller should get all the credit. Sometimes I think in the huddle, the quarterback just says, hey, who's going to make a play for me? I just need something right here. And the end result there, nice first down. Drive keeps moving.
And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They'll wind up getting right about 4 there on the scramble, and it's 2nd down. Jones. And the hole closes quickly here. He can fight only to about the 4.
He was brought down.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone. He was trying to get a second touchdown already in the first half.
They had that one earlier, was bidding for a second. They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Steps, and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sack back at the 9-yard line.
And that's the kind of stand all defenses are seeking. 3rd and goal, backs against the wall, and they get a monster sack, and now they're going to force him into a field goal. For them, that's a win.
That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there, because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. They are looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys, we're going to lean on you through this patch. We need you to get us back on track and get us going in the right direction. So you're calling plays geared to them. Not necessarily what you look at your plays, oh, this hurts the defense. I want the ball in the hands of X, Y, and Z and see if we can move forward.
So don't get too cute. Go to the playmakers. And he's going to wind up getting this all the way down to the Buccaneers' 36-yard line. 39 yards there, a big one.
A 39-yard gain on the play.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report in a bit. The coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, coach. Break it down.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. It's a 4-yard pickup there, and it leaves him with 3rd and 5.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Here's Prescott. And that is incomplete. I know he wants to get his team back in the game, but a 50-50 ball right there that maybe was a little questionable.
Yeah, he's pretty lucky to get that one back. I think that sometimes these quarterbacks play with a lot of confidence that borders on arrogance, and that can put your team in some Dutch.
Yeah, especially maybe want to look at some safer routes after the interception he had that ended their last drive. So they do get the 3 points before they hit halftime, something to build on maybe.
Yeah, go ahead and raise the banner, right? Wave the flag. That's good. Got points, and now, as you said, they've got something to build on as they get ready for the second half.
The Bucs take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Tampa offense ready to get their drive started. And now consider the lead. The question is, how much is good enough? Are you going for more?
It's the NFL. There's never enough, I believe, because they get reeled in all the time when you sit on the ball. I think that they will try and move the ball downfield and try and squeeze a few more points out of this first half. They'll be careful. They'll be a little bit cautious at times, but also they will attack downfield and try and get position for at least 3 points.
And he finds a man on a crossing route. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. 26 big yards on that one. It's another first down. They'll look to throw now on first down. Flush to his right. He's going to take off with it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. Now the Bucs going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
16-yard line.
That's complete right around the 8. And the Buccaneers are going to have a 1st and goal coming up as the tackle made at the 3-yard line. The Bucs going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop the clock with 24 seconds to go in this first half. Now a shotgun snap as they'll look to throw. And he's into the end zone for a Tampa Bay touchdown. It's their quarterback as the first half is winding down, as the Buccaneers tack on to their lead.
Well, I'd have to say that for him, that was an all-encompassing drive because it was his arm that got his team down to that point, but his legs that finished the deal. Give him credit for making it happen.
PAT up and good by Rosas. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback.
Their own 25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. We're under 20 seconds to go in the half. I'm guessing the wise play here is be safe.
That is the wise play, because if you think about trying to fool them here, here's what you're facing. You're facing a loosened up secondary, playing a lot deeper than normal. So even if you run some type of misdirection, you're only going to fool them for a second or so. And guess what? They're so deep, they're really not going to be out of position. Take the knee, get to the locker room.
And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Now a timeout taken. Perhaps a chance for one more quick play and then another timeout if they hurry. We'll see. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. Prescott from the gun. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So they saw the contact before the ball arrived. Penalty flag for pass interference.
And trying to avoid pass interference is so difficult. You're trying to slow down these skilled receivers, and somehow, some way, they make plays on the football, and sometimes you're there too soon.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. So we've reached halftime here in the NFC Championship. As we toss it an hour or so east of here to Orlando, it's Jonathan Coachman with our EA Sports Halftime Report. The Hallis Trophy still hangs in the balance as the second half now underway in the NFC Championship game. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Bucs offense set to begin their next possession. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
On second down, it's Jones. And he stopped immediately there.
Ronald Jones
calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a third down.
line of scrimmage. No gain on the play. It's 3rd and 10.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. Going right side here, and that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
41-yard line.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Some tough running, but it only gets him to the 45.
He was brought down.
There to stop him was Darius Leonard. Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. He'll buy some time right. He'll try and run it. And he'll get it into enemy territory just across midfield at the 49. Maybe not exactly what they had in mind, but that scramble good for 6 and a first down.
9-yard line.
Back to throw. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
On second down now, it's Jones. And he's going to get this one down to the 45. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
They're in a pretty good spot right now with a convincing lead. I think this is where they put on the boxing gloves, start to try and pound them into submission.
And the offensive line, they've controlled this game. I don't see why that trend would change now. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13.
The 31-yard line.
Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 30.
2nd and 11. He's going to look deep down the field. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. So it was a drive that had real promise here to begin the third quarter, but ultimately derailed by the INT.
And that was the position you wanted to be in. Coming out to start this third quarter, get a nice drive going, looking for the end zone. Possibly got a little bit too greedy right there.
And the first play of the drive there is incomplete. Cooper was the target there, and it's 2nd down.
Cooper, incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 20-yard line.
Out of the gun, here's Prescott. And now here is another interception. Carlton Davis picks it, and his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line. So 1st and 10, and if they score on this drive, might have to start digging in for second half blowout material. And here's a good way to kick off a drive, complete over the middle, and taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. First down, Tampa Bay there, a gain of 13. He'll look to throw. That is is caught inside the 5. And the Bucs are going to have first and goal coming up as he's out of bounds right around the 5-yard line. 10 more for him on that one. He's been a busy man. It's a first down. Now Jones. And he's into the end zone. Touchdown, Buccaneers. Ronald Jones, his second touchdown of the night. And the Bucs capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. Rosas good with the extra point, and that'll increase their lead to 28. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback.
25-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. And not a whole lot doing there as he'll get it up to about the 28-yard line. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on first down.
Sometimes your philosophies get challenged at times you don't want them to. They did try to stick to the running game on the first 2 plays. Didn't amount to much.
And now facing a 3rd and long at the outset of this drive. On 3rd down, it's Prescott. Looking left side, and he's got a man. It's Elliott. Certainly not what they wanted there. No gain, and it's 4th down. They tried to swing it out left into the flat, but the defense, they were very principled there.
It felt very West Coast offense, didn't it? You know their expression, right? On a West Coast offense, when they throw the ball, it's either going to be a touchdown or a check down, meaning they like to press it downfield. If they don't have it, swing it out, which is exactly what we saw there. But how about the great pursuit and tackle to make a nice play?
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. And hard running's going to get him over the 40 to the 42. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Is on the pickup. 2nd and 6 at the 42-yard line.
They'll go again to Jones. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It's a 1st down on a gain of 10.
1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
From the shotgun, a give to Jones. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5. From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. And he's got his man on the out route. And he is going to have the Buccaneers 1st down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5. And this is good for a 1st down, his 2nd grab of this NFC Championship bout. A 1st down run here by Jones as he'll take it forward for a gain of about 4.
Brandon, we just saw the benefits of being able to run the ball successfully. They pick up 4 yards on that carry. So now if you're a play caller, you can do just about anything you want, but on the defensive side of the ball, you're scrambling a little bit. Now you're behind, trying to figure out, do I need to blitz him? Do I need to pressure him? How do I gain an advantage on this snap? We know that old expression, it's not my night. It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough go for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play. And they do get him down, but not before he's able to slip it inside the 5-yard line. And they've got 3 tight ends here on 1st and goal to add some extra mass. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a couple, and it'll be second and goal.
That didn't just feel like good defense there. That felt like pride, didn't it? He's already gotten into the end zone twice, trying to get there for a third time. No one likes to have the hat trick against them.
And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Well, something about this team, you just felt like they were one of destiny all season long. And they made themselves today, as you can see, the class of the NFC.
Yeah, and it's starting to look more and more like the Super Bowl trip is very much in their future.
And the fans starting to book those tickets. Now after the touchdown, here's Rosas on to kick it away. And this carries into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 28-yard line, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone gets him 3 more.
At their own 28-yard line.
About set for this next drive by the Cowboys offense. Their backs really against the wall now, and we knew how tough it would be for them. You're coming on the road, NFC title. Oh, Prescott stripped. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
It'll be a pickup of 15 as that'll lead to third down.
85. It's a gain of 15, but it's third down.
They play fake to Elliott. Now Prescott. And my goodness, another interception. It's Devin White, the linebacker. And they'll start out with great field position at the 47-yard line in enemy territory.
The Bucs take over first and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll run on first down. It's Jones. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. You know, Charles, just thinking about it, plenty of the recent conference championship games have needed OT to decide who goes to the Super Bowl.
And we can go back a little ways, can't we? Go back 2012. Giants in San Francisco. That was an overtime game. The Giants ended up going on to the Super Bowl. How about the one where the Giants went to Green Bay, Lambeau, and beat the magic of that stadium in that freezing, bitterly cold game and got it done there?
Yeah, it was 2008. It was absolutely freezing, and they went on to beat the Patriots in the Super Bowl that year. And that'll close the books on the conference championship.